Hi, and welcome to another episode of HonestAF Show with me, Daniela Clark.
And me, Barbara Ann Wild.
And Miss Barbara Ann Wild. It's such a good day when we're back together again.
Oh, it's so sad that we were apart for so long.
It was devastating.
I know. It's like, I think this is the longest we've ever been apart.
Really?
I mean, in the last 6 years of doing the show.
Yeah? Oh
I
my gosh.
think.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I do love your beach situation.
I know.
But
me
it's
too.
getting in the way of our
I'm
friendship.
sorry. No, you just have to come
I have
there
to come
with
over
me
there more
and
often.
then, yeah.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, we're back. We're back. Happy New Year, everyone. We're like starting to like sound alike. But yes, it's been a wow, what a time. It's been action packed, and I don't even know where to begin. I'm leaving tomorrow morning for China,
Which is incredibly exciting.
Yeah, I'm going to Hong Kong and to China, and I'll be gone for about 10 days, which, by the way, leaves Mr. Clark to his own.
It should be very interesting. I would say I'd have him over, but I'm leaving too. So
He said to me, he goes, "Who's going to cook me dinner?"
Frankie, get out of town now.
Yeah, I know. He's like, "Can you tell Frankie to come over Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?" And I was like, "Yeah, good luck with that." But he went on a motorcycle trip, so he's out of town.
Oh, wow.
And then he gets back. I leave tomorrow morning, and he gets back tomorrow morning. So we're like,
Wow.
you know. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm going there to work. It's going to be a long, long journey, but I think it'll be really good. And I've never been to China. For all the places I've been to, I've been like all over the world.
Yeah.
I told you I keep lists.
Yes.
And I have a list of all the different countries I've been to, just with like touring with Gilby over the years and with all my travels for work and stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of places I've been to like several times. But I think I counted, I could be wrong, but I think I counted 28 countries.
I think you had a couple more than me, I think.
Yeah, I think
I haven't been to India. I haven't been to South Africa like you.
Yeah. You probably haven't been to Bangladesh either.
No, I haven't. But I have been to China.
But yeah, and I've never been to China,
Yeah.
or Hong Kong, so I'm going there now. And so I'm excited to add something else to my list. I love my lists. I don't
love
know
your
what
list,
that's
too.
about, but there's something like very weird with me where I like to keep lists of everything I've like done and accomplished and where I've been and how many concerts I've been to, like who I've seen play. I just keep lists after lists.
I think it's really great. I've been seeing these things on Instagram.
Probably like an OCD thing. I don't know.
I don't know, but there's this whole thing going around on Instagram with like, give yourself a point for everything you've done or everywhere you've been or whatever. And I was really interesting with the U.S. I've been to 49 of the 50 states.
Really?
The only one I haven't been to is Alaska.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to do that on this next tour.
Okay, that's the next list I need to make.
Yeah. I've been to every state in the U.S. except Alaska.
Wow.
But countries, I mean, I've got quite a few that I need to hit.
You know what's funny is I don't remember all the states I've been to.
I'm sure you've been to every one of them on tour.
Because you're so in and out sometimes so fast. Like people think like going on tour is so glamorous. But really, most of the time, all you see is the backstage of the venues, and the hotel, and the airport, and that's it. Most of the time when you're joining the guys on the road, they're in and out of cities so fast that I don't even remember some cities that I've been to or states that I've been to. I used to keep track by sometimes it would be so fast because, when they would do runners.
Yeah.
Runners are like when the guys play a show. And then immediately, the second the show is over, we're all like thrown in a van and taken back to the airport, and we'd go to the next place for them to play. So usually we don't even remember where we were.
No.
And the way I used to remember where I was is I would wake up in the morning, and back then in the hotels, they always had like postcards on the desk, or like a matchbook or a notepad or something like that. So I would search around on the desk and be like, oh, I'm in Denmark today. Okay, cool.
That's how we used to know how to get home.
Yes.
Like to the hotels. Zach would always say, get the business card at the front desk so that we can, especially if there was a language issue, we could just give it to a taxi driver and say, bring me back to this address because you didn't know where you were or what you were doing.
Exactly. Yeah. And they would give you, your key would always, have like a little envelope that it was in, and it had the address and the name of the hotel. So that's what we used to use too. Yeah. But yeah, so I don't even remember a lot of the places I've been to, but I know I haven't been to China, and so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Yeah,
yeah. I haven't been in a very long time. I went in 2010 with Zach. It was really interesting because the Chinese people were not allowed to have guitars as an instrument.
Oh, really?
Prior to 2010.
Wow.
They were allowed to have classical instruments only, like cellos and violins and piano. So Gibson guitars, Zach was working with Gibson at the time, and they asked Zach if he would want to go over and be the ambassador for Gibson guitars for the Chinese people. So we did. And Zach did in-stores all around China, Shanghai, Beijing. We did go to Hong Kong, and Singapore. We did like a full Eurasian tour. And it was so interesting because Zach kept saying like they've never been able to play guitar. They even didn't know who I am. And he had lines around buildings to have people come in and meet him and stuff.
Sure.
And it was really, really cool and so interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you know that you can't use Google there?
Oh, I know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
it's very interesting because you'll see like in the hotels and stuff, you'll see little notes saying you're being filmed at pretty much everywhere.
Wow.
But it's a different way of life. But I think you're gonna have a really good time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to work, so I'll be working.
You'll be sitting in a lot of factories, right?
Yeah. I'll be working pretty much every single day that I'm there. So it's going to be a little bit of a whirlwind, but it's cool. I get to add that to my list.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited about that. And
our lives are never boring.
Our lives are never boring, whether it's us, our husbands, our kids, whatever it is. There's always something going on. Speaking of which, I thought of you the other night because I went to the whiskey.
Yeah.
Because KNAC, it was the 40-year anniversary of KNAC.
Wow.
And which, if you're listening and you don't remember or don't know about it, it's KNAC was like a heavy metal station.
Yes.
Back in the day, and they're still around. I think they're just on the web now.
Are they?
Yeah. So they had like their 40-year anniversary, and they had a bunch of bands playing, and Ricky Rackman, who is a friend of ours.
That's why he was on. I was like on my phone for about a half a minute yesterday and saw him in the whiskey, and I just passed out.
Yeah, he was in town for it. And
how fun.
So they did like a little event at the whiskey, and they did like a panel discussion with all the like bands that used to play at that time. And so saw a lot of people there, and Gilby and Tammy Down from Faster Pussycat, and Ricky did like a little panel discussion, and then a bunch of people played. But the funny thing was there was a guy standing in front of me the whole time that I could not see, and I kept darting around him because I couldn't see anything.
Right.
All I could see was his big BLS vest on. He had funny. One of the leather BLS vests on. It was so funny. So I kept thinking of you. I almost took a picture of him and sent it to you.
That's great.
Yeah, it was really funny. And what else have we been doing? There's just been so much going on. And went to North Carolina, saw Penny.
Right.
Gilby played there. And but when we were in North Carolina, woke up one morning, and it was the first morning. I had such a great day with Tenny and Chris Kilmore and Gilby, and we just had such a good time. And then the next morning I woke up to like a string of phone calls, and we had like a really tragic event, which you know about.
Yeah.
One of my really close friends lost her beautiful, beautiful young daughter tragically and suddenly in a terrible accident. And it just shook me to my core.
Yeah.
Because, as parents, that's every parent's worst nightmare. It is the most horrible thing that can possibly happen.
Can't be anything worse.
There's nothing worse than that. And, just hearing my friend in such deep, profound grief that's so guttural. Horrible. And so we've been, working our way through that, and it's just so horrible. And one of the things that she said to me was, no one teaches you how to grieve. No one prepares you. And I said to her, because there is no way. Right. There isn't. It's, and even if you try to get prepared, like even if you know somebody that's sick for a long time, like we did, you think that it's coming, and you think that you're going to be able to deal with it. It still hits you in a different way.
I mean, a tragic accident and someone so young,
sudden like
is
that,
just
you don't get to say
rocks
goodbye.
Your world in a way that I can't really imagine.
No.
But like our friend Carla is a grief doula.
Yeah.
And she definitely helps people through, a lot of times for the person that's going to pass. She helps them through hospice and navigate their transition.
Yeah.
And it's a very beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But in an accident like that, and it's out of the natural order of life.
Yeah, it goes against the laws of nature. Yeah.
Your children.
No.
I just found out that my half-sister is very sick, and my first thought was for my nieces and nephews, but after that, I thought about my mom, and I thought, I'm so glad in a way that she's not here, because that would have destroyed her.
Yeah.
And right. My heart is so broken for Sarah and her family, and just I don't even know how to process it.
It's just horrific. And yesterday was the celebration of her life, which was just so beautiful. It was so beautiful. It was so terribly sad, but also like just such a beautiful send-off. It was on the beach, and she loved the beach, and they had like a gospel choir, and it was really beautifully done, but just so tragic. And it just makes me hang on to Frankie even tighter. And it's just I think it's making me worse of a worrywart than I've ever been. Like, you know how terrible I am to begin with.
Right.
And now I'm even worse. Now I'm going to be insufferable for her.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
But it's just, oh God. But my heart goes out to anybody that's grieving and going through such a hard time, especially like it happened right before the holidays, and
always seems to be like that too.
Yeah, it's just so horrible. So, everyone just needs to give people grace and know that life is fragile, and none of us, know what everyone's going through. And that's been really, really, really tough. And I've just been I've been so discombobulated, with
because you have so much going
everything going on. And then I feel like such a bad friend, because I really wanted to be there for her.
You absolutely have been.
And I wanted to run to her immediately and comfort her and be there for her. But with my work and with her being out of town, she wasn't in town when all this took place. And with her being out of town, it's like I didn't even know how to comfort her. All I could do was just be there for every phone call, every text, and just get on the phone with her and just listen to her. And I think that that's all you can do. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can do. All you can do is just be there and just listen. That's it.
I think you've been a really good friend. I think you're doing the best that you can under the circumstances.
It's tough. It's really, really tough. But there's really nothing more anyone can do.
Right. No, there isn't.
You can't say it's going to be okay. It's not going to be okay.
Right.
So it's just, I just listen to her and I try to check in with her every day and that's it. But with everything that's been going on and the holidays and work and this and traveling and all this stuff, Barb, you've hit a certain stature when this happens to you.
Oh, no.
Because I was brushing my teeth the other morning. I'm brushing my teeth and I'm like, wow, this toothpaste really doesn't taste right.
Oh, no. What did you brush your teeth with?
Barb.
Your vag cream?
Yes, Barb. How do you know?
I knew.
How do you know? The next thing I know,
it's in a tube. I had a feeling.
Oh my God, I grabbed the wrong damn tube, put it on my toothpaste, and I'm brushing my damn teeth with estradiol cream. I got my real dose of estrogen that day, let me tell you. Woo!
Thank God you thought it was toothpaste so you don't swallow it. Oh my God.
Spat it right out. I was like, oh my God. And Gilby's like right next to me in his sink brushing his teeth. And I'm like, oh my God. And I just like spat it out. And he goes, what's the matter? I go, nothing. I'm not going to tell him. He doesn't even know about it.
That's hysterical.
I was like, you know what? I have hit that pivotal moment in stature when I'm brushing my teeth with frickin' vag cream. Thank you very much.
That is the funniest thing ever. We needed that dose of laughter here.
Oh my God. It was so unbelievable.
Funny. Speaking of teeth, I hate when we even bring up this subject. So I've been in and out of the dentist since Tuesday. I thought, okay, new year, New year, new me. I'm going to take care of everything. I'm getting on the phone the beginning of the year, which I did. And Zach's got a couple weeks off and I'm making all the appointments for all his physicals and all his everything. And for me and the kids, and we needed a new dentist because Sabbath is outgrown the little pedia dentist chairs. And he's like, even though he's only 13, he's like, Mom, this is silly for me being in here. I'm like, yeah, we need to get an adult dentist. So there's a new dentist's office that opened up by us. Lovely, lovely dentist, lovely offices. So all of us went together on Tuesday. And of course, I have 20 more problems than just a deep cleaning. And so I've been in and out of the dentist for the last 3
I hate dental work more than anything. It terrifies me.
I'm so numb right now because they gave me a bunch of stuff and I've just been like, I'm in agony, but it's the worst thing in the world.
Hideous.
And Zach's going back on Monday because being on blood thinners, they can't just do a deep clean on him without the doctor giving the approval and saying, come off them for 72 hours and then go back on them after. So Zach is a nervous wreck. He's like, you have the life insurance all sorted, right? I'm like, he's like, because he will not miss his medication because he's terrified.
Please tell everybody what Zach gave you for Christmas because that was my favorite. That was my favorite thing.
Well, the best presents were the ones that I bought at Alexander McQueen and told him he bought me. And he was like, but no, he always does his own little surprises that this year, I can never believe that he can find something funnier than the year prior. But this year...
I'm very upset with him because I wanted one too.
Shh. No, your birthday's coming up. You're going to end up getting one. He doesn't listen to us, but now I'm going to have to tell him. Yeah. It's the funniest friggin' thing. So he was very, very secretive. And he's like, before we went to Oregon, we packed a big suitcase of all his presents that he had been collecting and sending to the house in California before the holidays. And he's like, Barb, can you wrap this, but don't look at it? And I was like, yeah, okay. So I wrap up this big present. And he goes, you're not allowed to look at it. I'm like, oh, it's for me. So I'm thinking, okay, God only knows what it's going to be this year. So we do this thing where it's youngest to oldest. So we watch all the kids open their presents and then it comes to me. And I opened this box that I wrapped and didn't know what was in, and it is literally maybe a foot bigger than a life-size cutout of Zach. And it's him with his typical, like, you know,
his
like
stance.
that pissy stance and that like tough guy thing. And I swear to God, I didn't know what it was until I turned it over and then saw it. And I was laughing, crying. I almost peed myself because it was so friggin' funny. And then and of course he has this cutout now in every family photo of the holidays from that day forward. Everything we did, this Zach had to come with us. And then he got me another small one just in case I couldn't take the big one somewhere.
A travel size.
But what he did, which was the best part about it after all. So anyway, then I opened up another gift and I'm like getting excited because there's a box like about this size. And what is it? Another Zach statue. But it was something that someone made like a one-off on eBay. It wasn't something that we're selling. Yeah. And it's like the hair on it. I'm going to have to post photos because the funniest friggin' thing ever. I don't know if it's translating as funny as it is, but when you see the photos with the group family shots with this life size of him. But my neighbor across the street in Oregon is not very nice. And she's like always complaining and calling on me that the lights are on too late.
Oh, right.
Or like we're always in some kind of trouble.
Yeah.
We've done something that doesn't approve with, you know, work for her with her HOA, you know, representative nonsense. So Zach took the cutout of him and put it in the front window. So when she looks out her window, which she really has no business looking at my house. I mean, she's got this gorgeous view of the bay, but she prefers to look back at my house. Now she gets to see an angry rock Zach with this like in the window. But what he kept doing to me over the course of the 2 weeks was he would put himself in different places. So like I'd open the bedroom door and then I'd like literally drop everything because he'd be right there.
It's scary.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
He put himself in the coat closet. So when we would open to hang up our coats, the kids, he got all of us throughout the course of the 2 weeks. But it was the funniest friggin' thing ever. And it was just so hysterical. He is a nut.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always comic relief. That's why when you said to me, would you prefer that Zach buy you gifts or you go and get them and tell him now you know why I do it. Yeah. Because otherwise, I'm going to get this anyway. Yeah. So I may as well go and get a few things.
You're just going to get cardboard cutouts and dolls of your husband.
I have a collection now. We have a shelf in the house in Oregon with several Zachs.
Brilliant.
And
oh my God, that's so
friggin' funny.
That's hilarious.
He is a cracker.
He most certainly is. And every time you and I are on the phone, he always has to hijack the conversation somehow.
As soon as first of all, he knows I hate to talk on the phone. Yeah. You are one of maybe 2 people that I talk to on the phone. And very rarely, I don't care when texting became a thing, it was like the happiest day of my life because I do not like talking on the phone. I only
like talking on the phone when I'm driving. I saw
it does make that time go by faster.
I saw a funny little video on Instagram the other day of this like monkey just like sitting there watching all the phone calls go by, and it said me watching all my friends call me back after I called them while I was driving, but now that I'm home, I don't want to talk to anybody anymore.
Right, because when you're in the car, it does, it does pass the time. But if I see that you call me, I always pick up and we were BSing, and Zach always has to hijack the conversation. And he's always sending me things and saying, send this to Daniela. I'm like, I'm never giving him your phone number. Forget it. Gilby will shoot me. But anyway.
Porn.
We had a great 2 weeks. It was like Norman Rockwell. It was like
you guys had so much fun.
It was all the kids, and Haley Ray's married, so her husband and Jesse's wife Rihanna, and Rihanna's family are all in Oregon. So her mom spent the holidays with us, and then her sister came up and her sister's boyfriend, and we just had the best time. We did a family movie night. We did watch Frankenstein as a family.
Isn't it so good?
It's so visually gorgeous.
Yeah,
it is so stunning.
I was so upset. I found out that they just did a Frankenstein costume exhibit and I think costumes and prop exhibit at one of the museums here in LA, and it was very quick. And the day I found out it was sold out. So I'm so mad because I would have loved to have gone and seen that.
Unbelievable.
Those
Every
costumes,
one of us
weren't they insane with
everything
the headpieces,
about
with the feathers?
Everything about it was just amazing.
Yeah, it's so visually stunning.
It was
just gorgeous.
Yeah. We went whale watching and we saw whales, blue whales.
I saw that. Was so cool.
It was so fantastic. I was kind of like resigned to the fact that maybe we weren't going to see them. And then like the last half hour, we did the 2-hour excursion, and they had said, try to do the 2-hour, because if it's an hour, they basically just get you out a couple miles and then you kind of have to turn right around.
Yeah.
But if you do a 2-hour excursion, you're likely to see them because you know, they take you to the area where they're at, and then they'll see them
we'll
spouting.
Have to do that in one time. We go there again.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
We did that. We did a lot of
the kids went fishing.
Oh, the kids went the boys were on the local news because they caught these massive steelheads, which I didn't even know was a thing, but I guess it's a thing. It was Sabbath's first time fishing, and he was on the news and he was loving every minute of it. They had the best time. It was just everything about it was perfect.
It was really nice to see you guys all together and just having such a good time. It was
the girls
really
and I spa'd.
Yeah, oh, nice.
We did everything that we had hoped to do. Dinners together all the time, and the kids were going to go out to the casinos on New Year's Eve. They ended up having such a great time. They stayed in the basement and they played games and had a lot of fun, and it was just perfect.
Oh, it sounds amazing.
And we had great weather. It was warmer and clear, less rain in Oregon than it was here while I was gone.
I know. It's so crazy. We had like torrential downpours.
We had a tree that we don't know how old it was, because it's definitely there probably 30 years before we bought the house minimally. So probably 50 to 100-year-old tree in our backyard, massive tree in California that with the weather uprooted, the whole thing uprooted, crashed into our roof, took out our gutter, broke a couple of tiles, killed half the lighting in the house. We're still having issues with the electric, trying to source it and figure out what wires got decimated. And it's been crazy, freezing cold, raining nonstop. It's bizarre. It's definitely upside down universe.
I have a funny story for you. So my new office, the new office has a thermostat in my office. I control the thermostat.
This poor dude that you're working for, you're going to lose your job just because of that.
So I control the thermostat, and there's this, and there's a girl that is in the office next to me, and then a guy. And my thermostat controls our 3 offices. You know, there's a ton of offices around us, but my thermostat put it in controls the contract. All 3. So I turn that sucker up. I was so cold. I turn it up, and the next thing I know, this guy, and I barely know him because we just moved into this building. This guy comes over and he goes, excuse me, and he's like sweating, water is like
me in English.
Yeah, he's like totally sweating, and he goes, excuse me, but I'm dying in the office. Do you mind turning the heat down a little bit? I was like,
I'm gonna get you like those electric fan warmers that go in your jacket. And
Gilby was like, why are you doing that to these poor people? Just bring your heater to your office and keep it under your desk and keep yourself warm. Don't make everybody else suffer.
It is unbelievable. I was lucky enough, and one of the things that I did before the holidays was I got to meet Sharon in New York City.
Yes.
And she was my +1 at a wedding of a very close mutual friend of ours. Our friend Eric Lederman, who's one of the producers of Seth Meyers' show. He got married, and we had the best time ever. But Sharon and I had 6 days in the city together, and she's like you, and we had joined rooms with like a little hallway between us and a door that we were able to shut out to the hallway. And she kept coming in and like jacking up the heat. And it was so cold in New York City. It was insane. It was like lucky if it hit 30 degrees for a high during the day. And it was so exciting though, because we were right near Central Park and it snowed. So we had like this glorious white pre-Christmas Christmas. It was beautiful, but oh my God, it was freezing. So I actually didn't mind that she was jacking up the heater. She's like, "Oh my God, your room is 72." She's like, "That is unacceptable." And she was like hitting it. I was like, "Okay, at least, because we were like,
You're like, no.
but it was nowhere near as bad as what you did. My sunglasses didn't fog up on me. I mean, that was absolutely
or remember
insane.
At Sharon's house, the heater in my room broke.
That was the craziest thing.
And Sharon just handed me a hot water bottle and said goodnight.
But so funny.
Yeah.
We're about to hit, Zach and I are leaving to do a promotional tour. His new record is, the pre-sale, the pre-save is this coming Monday, January 12th. And then on his birthday, the 14th, is the pre-pre is 12th. The pre-save is on his birthday, the 14th, and a new single, Name in Blood, the new video for his record, Engines of Demolition, which is coming out the end of March. And so we're leaving on, right when you get home, I'm leaving for like a 16-day trip. And we're doing like a proper promotional tour like we used to do in the day pre-COVID.
Yeah.
And so we're flying to Berlin, which is like, I don't know, last I looked, it was like -5 degrees. So it's going to be freezing. We're going to Berlin, then Paris, which at Paris, it just snowed for the first time in like forever.
Really?
Oh my God, the photos were so stunning. Like the Champs-Élysées and the Eiffel Tower all in snow, snow covered, just gorgeous. But we're going from Berlin to Paris and then to London and then to New York City, and it's going to be freezing everywhere we're going. So
freezing. I know. Like I normally don't like to check my luggage. I like to just take a carry-on and be in and out. But I have to get a big suitcase because it's freezing in China.
I'm gonna have to do the same,
jackets.
Because when we went, it was the first time I had checked a bag in like, I don't know, 10 years, but just the coats.
Yeah.
Coats and boots.
Yeah, boots, forget it. They take up everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to be checking my luggage too. You know what I did do that was super fun is New Year's Eve, we went to the Viper Room because Chevy Metal played.
Oh, I love Chevy Metal, and I love that
really fun
Halloween Jack.
Yes.
I love both of them.
I'm going to miss the Halloween Jack show. That's going to be while I'm in China.
Sad. I know. That. I'm going to miss it too.
But Chevy Metal played at the Viper Room, and they had asked both Gilby and Frankie to be guests. And so that was really fun. And it was hilarious because it was total like nepotism night. Because, Taylor Hawkins' son Shane plays drums in the band. And then Frankie was a guest. And then Steve Perkins from Jane's Addiction, his son Eden came up and played also. Yes, he's a guitar player. And Ian Scott. Scott Ian. Scott Ian. I always do that.
We sat with them at the wedding, Sharon and I.
Oh, yeah.
With Pearl and Scott.
I saw Pearl. She was lovely.
I love her.
She's really sweet. And then,
I actually asked her. That's so funny that you brought her up. I asked her to be a guest on our show.
She should do.
Yeah.
She totally should do.
Absolutely.
Well, their son is a monster on the drums.
He's incredible.
He's a little kid, and he's a little monster on the drums. Yeah. So his son was there, our daughter, like everybody. It was so funny. I was like, look at all these kids.
Revel's amazing. They're such a great family. Yeah. They were all at the wedding too. We sat with them and Brian Posehn, who I love. It was so funny. It was like everyone that was on the dais of Zach's roast, and we were all reminiscing about the roast because Sharon was the MC of the whole thing. It was you and Gilby would have been there had we known you then.
I really have to watch that roast. We didn't know you.
It was something else.
Yeah,
but it was really, really just a great time. But yeah, they're lovely, and I actually did. I said to Pearl, "Please do our show," and she said, "I would love to."
Yeah, we have to have her on.
Yeah,
she was really sweet. So yeah, that was it. It was a lot of fun. Okay, is it time for HonestAF?
Yeah.
Okay. So I started watching this show called Pluribus. Gilby and I have been watching it. Have you heard of it?
I heard of it. I have not watched it.
I really like it. It's really good. It's, God, I don't even know how to really describe it, but
I got it as a thing like, if you liked this, you will love it.
It's the same creators as Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So the actress in it, I forget her name, but it is so good. It's a really interesting storyline.
Okay.
And you know me, I love it when it's like a really interesting storyline.
And unusual.
And not predictable.
Yes.
You know? So I don't know where it's going yet. It's only the first season. There were only 9 episodes, which was a little disappointing. I thought there'd be more than just 9 episodes. But it's kind of a slow build.
Okay.
It's the first few episodes. I was like, okay, get to the point. Come on, what's going on here?
I was going to say,
happening?
Can't be that slow or you're out.
Yeah, I was almost out. And then one of the episodes, I went, oh, this is fascinating. So it's really interesting.
Now I'm intrigued. I'm going to have to watch it.
Really interesting. I'm really, I can't wait for the next season. I really enjoyed it.
That's awesome.
So I would definitely recommend checking it out. It's called Pluribus, and it's I have no idea what's going on in it yet, but it's very good.
That's awesome. I'm going to watch it. I'm still in the middle of Breaking Bad and Vikings, and Zach and I have to watch the last 2 seasons of Stranger Things with Sabbath. So it's
you're very
I've
behind.
got yes,
you're
I know.
I've got very behind.
I've got a long list of yeah. My kids are very disappointed in me. They said to me, "Do you hate Walter White yet?" And I said, "I'm kind of there." And they're like, "Okay, good. Now you're finally like past the middle point of it."
Yeah.
But
it's so good. That is one of
the writing is brilliant.
Brilliant. It's the best TV show I've ever seen. It is so good.
They do say it's probably considered one of the best of all time.
Yeah, it's really it really is phenomenal. All right. Is it time for Barb's Bag of Tricks?
Let me see. I was going to bring something super duper exciting, which I will bring for the next one, but it's charging up. So, I can't do that, but I have, okay. So you guys know that from watching HonestAF show for the longest time that I am like totally resigned to these patches. I like when my vitamins come in the vehicle of a patch that I don't have to ingest them because I have like a very sensitive stomach. And so this company, The Good Patch, is so great. These are B12 patches. They're called Awake. They have a sleeping one too that's really great. This one is just purely caffeine, green tea extract, and B12. And you pop one on anywhere on your arm. Yeah. And I swear it gives me the most fantastic little bit of a, buzz. Like, it definitely makes me feel awake and it gives me energy, but it's not like a caffeine buzz, even though it's green tea and caffeine and B12. It's just nice and it really works. As a matter of fact, I gave them to the kids over the holiday break and they all felt like it really works for them.
Oh, wow. I need to get some of that.
Yeah. And this company is lovely. Everything is super clean, really works. I got them online at The Good Patch is their Instagram, and you could do thegoodpatch.com/surprise is their website, and they're not expensive. You could do a subscription. I have a subscription for them now because I love them, and for the sleep ones.
Oh, that's great.
They work really nice.
That's really good. I'm going to need to get that. I packed for my trip. I mean, I'm bringing a pharmacy with me, but
yeah, I'm sure you are. I'll give you some of these to take because I have tons of them.
Yeah, because you know me, I get jet lag pretty bad, and I know I'm going to have jet lag when I get there.
Yeah,
because it's they're 16 hours ahead.
Right.
So I know that I'll be kind of a walking zombie because I get in so late, and then I have to go
you have
straight
to drive
work.
far. You said,
drive.
Yeah.
We're getting in like at midnight. By the time we clear customs and immigration, it's going to be 1 a.m, and then we have to drive 2 hours to the town that I'm working at.
Wow.
So we'll get in at 3 a.m. and then I got to get up early and go to work.
Wow.
So I brought like these little like energy packets to put in your water.
Yeah.
Like
with the electrolytes and
everything.
With
the electrolytes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My son Hendrix swears by them, puts them in a water bottle every morning when he wakes up.
I think you probably gave them to me too.
I may have.
I'm pretty sure you did. They're probably in one of your Barb's Bag of Tricks.
Yeah, they're great.
By the way, how exciting was our contest on Sephora?
Oh my God, we won something.
We won something. That was really exciting. Barb and I each won gift cards.
Yes.
Very exciting.
And nice gift cards too.
Yeah.
I have to say that we have been invigorating the Sephora storefront. That HonestAF listeners, please keep going there because there's a lot of great products that I've featured in Barb's Bag of Tricks that you use religiously, and it doesn't cost you any more by going in and ordering things through the storefront. And there are discounts on some stuff too. We because we'll get an alert that it's a featured product from them. Is it something that we recommend? And then we'll put it in the storefront. And there's it's been updated quite a few times, and there's some great stuff in there. Zach just did a big haul for his By the Fireplace by Maison Margiela.
Oh yeah.
And he gets it through Sephora, and it's like you buy 6 bottles, and one is free when you have the Sephora 20% off that they're just about to do it again. They always do it before your birthday, before Valentine's Day. So everyone should check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. All right. Well, I think this does it for this episode of Honest AF. Thank you for having us back. Make sure you check us out on all of our platforms. We're on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Subscribe, download, and until next time, y'all take care.
Bye, everybody.
We obviously need to do a disclaimer here, so we want you to know we are not doctors or experts by any stretch of the imagination. We are just a couple of gals that are looking for magical products, procedures, and experiences. And in our quest, we will share our honest as fuck opinions with you. So please make sure before you try anything we talk about that you know your own restrictions and do so at your own risk. Do not blame us for any of your issues. We're just experimenting too.